Давай завтра. What the hell is she doing here? It won't take long for a patrol to show up. I better get her out of the way. There you go. Looks like she's waking up.
Did you really think you could kill my master and get away with it? After running away with your tail between your legs? You thought a weak woman would never come after you, didn't you?
Mary. Like you said, your master didn't give us a choice. You're exhausted and really worked up.
I feel weak. But when I got here, I was full of anger and power. What has happened to me?
You had an overload you couldn't get rid of. Young technomancers are almost never told about things like that. It makes it harder for them to escape. You were alone, and all that power took over. Now you're empty. You should rest.
I feel awful. Like I've been ripped to shreds inside.
The overload was too strong. You need help. I'll go find some medicine so you can recover. Here, take this.
I should thank you, shouldn't I?
I could teach you how to do that, yeah. Some people even learn to use the overload without suffering too much from its effects.
Are you going to sleep with me? Sean did.
If it happens, I want it to be because you wanted to, not because you feel you have to. You can help me a lot, Mary, but you're not my slave.
Maybe, but I want to survive.
All right. I don't see why I shouldn't.
Hello, Roy.
Come with me.
It would be a pleasure.
Mr. Temperance, I'm Devotion. General Honor Grant sent me. He'd like to talk to you.
Strange kind of invitation, seeing how they're looking for me.
I thought I had observed all the formalities. Please forgive me. If you fear for your life, please understand that the General does not currently wish you any harm.
Now that's a relief. Are you sure you're normal?
I believe so. On the other hand, I'm only following the orders I've been given.
You sure got the right name, don't you? Devoted and...
And me?
I think you can come too. We didn't know Mr. Temperance had a companion.
Okay.
show me. You won't escape us this time, scumbag! We know where you're
Yes, what do you want?
The name's Roy. Roy Temperance. I have a meeting with General Honor Grant. I was told to come here.
Yes, you can enter.
Hi. You're expecting me, I think.
I am. Good to meet you.
Really? Mind telling me what you want from me?
I have heard you are being hunted as a renegade. Rest assured, I have no intention of... To be perfectly frank, I'll admit I'm not very fond, but I'm high enough up the ranks that they can't do much against me.
Ah, I think I'm...
All right, listen. I'm trying to understand how they got so powerful. You already know Devotion. She's my eyes and sometimes my hand. I'd like you to join...
I have one. You say you never liked technomancers.
I know how to tell the difference between the technomancers from the Source and a renegade, girl. And even if you obviously have the same skills and are a bit disturbed, neither of you will find the Source and reveal the existence of my little group. And both your skills and knowledge of the... More question?
I know you're a friend of wisdom. This group kind of looks like treason to me.
You are mistaken. It is, on the contrary, I don't know how they've managed to convince him to give them so much power. Just like me, that's why they didn't have that much power before. But they are gaining strength, and I have to protect Oro.
You're in the government, you work with the technomancers, and you're best friends with dear Dowser Wisdom. Why in hell would I join a group under the thumb of corrupt and murdering people, huh?
General, let me make him eat his words.
No, Devotion. It's a good question. I put up with the technomancers and their madness more than I work with them. I suppose you're referring to the disappearances in the militia. That is their work. And as for the corruption, I think you're mistaken. I'm no saint, but you're being hunted. Tracked by the technomancers, as you know. If you have my...
Why not help the Resistance if you want to go against the technomancers? After all, they have pretty much the same goal.
Not really. I know they hate the technomancers as much as I do, but they are idealists. Allow me to tell you that that is as credible and inoffensive as what we are faced with from your form. I did not win the war against Abundance to see my guild devoured so soon after my victory.
And Devotion? You make her sound like your crony.
The General told you, I am his eyes and hands when there must be killing. He took me in before the war. I was a...
You can trust her as much as me, as long as you don't betray me.
I'm sure you understand it's not the kind...
I understand. And I have to admit that I find that reassuring in a way.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Roy. But don't forget, if you have even the slightest feeling...
Surprise. Attack!
Tenacity.
I gotta admit, I wouldn't come to say hi if I wasn't getting paid above. A nice electric guy came to ask me to kill you. And you know me, I'm real obliging when I get paid.
If you think I'm just gonna let you take me out...
I was kinda hoping you'd give yourself up after me. Cause Poor Charity is locked up in there.
You can go fuck yourself. I know how you work. You'll kill her too, whatever happens.
I'm hurt, Roy. Really, I'm hurt. I thought we were friends.
Tenacity.
I gotta admit, I wouldn't come to say hi if I wasn't getting paid above. A nice electric guy came to ask me to kill you. You know me, I'm real obliging when I get paid.
If you think I'm just gonna let you take me out.
I was kinda hoping you'd give yourself up, actually. Cause you see, poor Charity is locked up in there.
You can go fuck yourself. I know how you work. You'll kill her too, whatever happens.
I'm hurt, Roy. Really, I'm hurt. I thought we were friends. You're even better than I remembered. I must be starting to get rusty. I'm too old for this business.
You've known me for ages. Why'd you accept this job?
You know me too. I'm not the kind to do something for sentimental reasons. I was always a bastard. Just ask Charity. But I'm always practical. And I don't feel like dying just yet. I broke that contract, and even if...
You got yourself...
It's true. Listen, I think the only way I can get out of this is by work.
You really think that after what you just did, I'm gonna hire you?
Keep dreaming. But you know I won't have a choice anyway. I'll have to stick to you like glue and take part in the fight. Now it's up to you, of course.
He's pretty disgusting and doesn't seem very honest.
Listen to the chick. She walks around half naked and it's like there's a meltdown going on between her ears. You up?
All right, but I don't really know why I'm doing this. Maybe because I don't want to become a bastard like you. But
You're really a great guy, Roy. Gotta say.
And I knew that scumbag when I was a kid.
I wasn't about to lose my best source of...
Don't be so cynical. You're a good man, Roy. I got nothing on me right now.
Yeah, all right.
Roy, you shouldn't let your friend walk around dressed
Don't be angry with him, madam. I want...
cute, but not all there, huh? What are you two?
You said to drop by.
Yeah, that's true. Knowing that son of a bitch tenacity, I'd still be there. Here, hope you... Listen, while we're on the subject, the kid, Innocence, came by while I was... He'll want you with him. It's a Technomancer convoy, if I understood, right? You should...
Roy, can I...
You don't want to change what you're wearing? Your dress is ripped to shreds. Not really, discreet.
This dress reminds me of who I am. It's a testimony of my shredded past. Today, I am what I am. A pariah. A renegade hunted by my peers. But also a new woman. Free to determine her own conventions. Without bonds.
I suppose I can understand that. You're a little lost here. It's your last link to your past life. All right, fine. We'll go on like that. I want to tell you something else. No, let's go. It's nothing.
Why do you worry so much about that child? Is he your apprentice?
No, I met him in the camp. He was lost and in real trouble. We escaped together. I guess that made us get closer to each other.
I see. Even if I don't really understand why you're doing all this for him. You're taking a lot of risks, just for someone you escaped with. Are you sleeping with him?
Mary, not every human relationship is about sleeping with people. You can appreciate someone without doing that, especially with a kid.
Does that mean no?
Fuck yeah, that means no. Hey.
Hi.
I heard the Resistance is planning to attack a Technomancer convoy. You know if the kid who was with me the other day is with them?
You know, I don't actually follow their every move with bated breath. But seems to me he actually was with them, yeah. They said something about freeing prisoners.
The kid must have thought his parents might be in there.
Wasn't supposed to overhear their discussion, but I know where the attack will take place.
Fine by me.
Innocence! Innocence! Innocence!
Shit, Charity. It was a disaster. The kid was arrested.
I'm sorry, Roy. He seemed like a real nice kid, really. The attack was stupid, but I already knew it didn't work.
You got a lot of good information, apparently.
Some young person came here to hide just after. And there's also someone sniffing around your place. A girl.
That'd be Devotion. She's his right-hand man.
My poor Roy. You have to decide. You're going to need allies if you want to help the boy. And see, you should go talk to the two women.
The lady's right, Roy. We need allies.
The lady's always right, Sugar. Go find the two girls. You'll see what...
Roy! I'm happy to see you.
Like you needed.
Please, hear me out. You can't imagine how sorry I am about his arrest, but I think maybe we can help him escape when they decide to execute him. Marco didn't welcome you right, and he's still suspicious of you, but he's not the only one who makes decisions around here. We'll leave for Green Hope as soon as we free him. We hope we can weaken the Technoman.
That girl looks like she really believes what she's saying. But who is she?
That's Judy, one of the leaders of the Resistance. They're the people who are fighting against the politics here, and especially against the omnipotence of the Technomancers.
But you're one, and so am I. Do they hate us? Maybe we should...
I swear that won't happen. You're not like...
What do you do?
We fight against the corrupt Aurora government. A government that doesn't hesitate. A government that oppresses the people and leaves all the decisions. We're fighting to change all that. To restore freedom and pride to the people of Earth. We'll free innocence and go to Green Hope to ruin those
Let me have a bit more.
All right, but think it's my...
Later.
Greetings, Mr. Temperance. I've been ordered to see if you've thought...
It's not really a good time.
We know. So the General has a proposal for you. He can save the young... The Technomancers aren't strong enough yet to counter his decisions. Join us. On the other hand, I have to warn you that after saving him, we'll...
Can you remind me what it's all...
The General wants you to join the group he wants to put together to stop the Technomancers from getting more power. In exchange for your help, and in particular for your participation in what he wants to do at Green Hope, he'll have the child freed.
I hope the General will keep his word. If he does, you can count on me. I'll go to Green Hope with you.
Innocent Smith, on your feet, follow me.
I've had your friend removed from the Source prison. For the time being, the Technomancers are unable to do anything to stop me.
Where is he?
I'm taking you to him. I had him transferred here, the Ministry. Do you want to go in?
No. If I do, he'll hate me. I betrayed his cause, his ideals, and he'll see it right away.
You were only fighting back legally and effectively. And you saved his life.
I doubt he'll see things the same way. Even if you fight the Technomancers, you closed your eyes on the deaths of the militia. And that's the only thing that matters to him. You should release him. He doesn't need to know I'm behind it all.
I can't release him right now. What do you think his friends would think if they saw him freed? They'd think he betrayed him. And they'd kill him.
You're probably right, but he can't stay here. He's still too close to the Technomancers. Send him to Shade Valley or some other small city.
All right. Devotion will escort him. There's nothing more you can do for him now. One thing. He had this notebook up.
Why am I still alive? Where are you taking me? Please, I need to know. Are you taking me to a work camp? You know Roy? Temperance?
Forget it. Enjoy the trip.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which honor is given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. A lot of the time, his story's pretty mushy. Even if he was at least starting to be less of an airhead, he still didn't understand the need to kill the bastards that attacked us. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he joined the Resistance. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me helping the craftsman clean out his workshop. Nor that Mary and Tenacity were with me now. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of obliged to keep it going. I have to finish this story, so he can read it for himself when he comes back from exile. There we are. Green Hope. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. A dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here for this. I was kind of expecting something greener, less desperate, too.
There was a lot of fighting here during the war. Lots of the buildings were destroyed. It was probably a lot more like you pictured it before. But I don't think we should hang around. General Honor is waiting for us in the western part of the town.
Bloody vermin! Fucking slackers! They should never be left wandering around the village anyway. Gotta leash train them.
Hey, a new fate.
Show me what you...
With...
good to see you going at it. We're going to have some work here.
Why come here? What's so special at Greenhope?
My contacts informed I wanted to investigate further, but I was told from, obviously, that made me curious. We were only supposed to rebuild here. Nothing to... I want you to look around this special site. Tell me what it really is. I can't let...
All right.
Bloody vermin! Fucking slackers! They should never be left wandering around the village anyway. Gotta leash train them. Stealing our stocks. Maybe we should have mentioned we wanted tamed mutants. Not those
Door's locked. Someone must have the key. So that's it. A whole mess of pre-turmoil artifacts. Kind of explains the Technomancer's excitement.
So this place is a mine of knowledge for them. You're one of them. Do you know if they're interested enough in these relics to send in their best troops?
I'm not like them, Devotion, but yes, absolutely. Places with as much stuff as this are rare.
How?
With the knowledge they can get here, and also the fact I'm sure they're hoping to get... We can't use the fluid without this gear we're wearing, but we don't know how to make this sort of stuff anymore. You get it from places like...
I see. We have to tell...
Bloody vermin! Fucking slackers! They should...
Any news about the site? Did you get in?
You were right. It's not an ordinary site, and they're definitely not rebuilding. It's full of digs. A pre-turmoil site.
So that's what it's about. Relics. I'd even say that they may have manipulated everybody, including me, to get the war to move to the site. One thing I don't get, though. Why Wisdom, if he got wind of this, would back them? What is done?
Listen, we're not the only ones interested in the site. There was a group of resistance fighters there. They wanted to sabotage the drilling.
That explains what I heard about. The Technomancers are preparing an assault on the Resistance. They know where they meet. And so do I. I don't want them to kill them all. Those Utopians can be useful by weakening and scattering the Technomancers. Go warn them. And if the Technomancers are already there, make sure the Resistance can escape.
Divide and conquer, huh?
That's an excellent strategy, General. As usual.
Thank you, Chuck.
I'm going.
Don't move. You're all under arrest.
Shit!
Most of the Resistance fighters got away. Technomancers were already there when I got there, but I created a diversion. I searched some of them, found a pass on their leader. I'm guessing it gives access to their HQ.
Excellent. I can't say I share their point of view, but the Resistance fighters are more useful to us alive. I found out that Wisdom was going to visit Green Hope. Based on the information you gave me, I'm almost certain he's coming to see the work of the digs. Even though I'm still puzzled at his interest.
Could be he's religious. The Technomancers may have used that aspect to get him to support them.
No, it's not like him. I remember he used to joke about people that were too superstitious. A pre-turmoil site would obviously give the guild more impact, but that's too indirect to interest him.
He's your friend, after all. Why not ask him?
I did, but he was very evasive and let me know it was none of my business. I want to know what it all means. You can use his visit to get into the Technomancer's building and try to find out more.
Even if I was lucky to find a pass on the Technomancers I beat, it won't be easy to enter without being seen. But, I'll do my best.
We'll make it. This is a dangerous mission, but if I'm with you, I'll do my best to help.
You are a valuable employee, Devotion. Roy, you should take her with you. She'll be useful.
All right, we'll go together. It's true, your skills could come in handy.
With pleasure.
I'm going.
the work going?
There have been a few incidents that slowed us down. Some terrorists tried to sabotage the excavation, but everything's going smoothly now.
We don't have much time left, you know. And as far as your other research is concerned?
The Shadow Line site's perfect. We're carrying out a number of experiments, and we're sure we'll get a result that'll solve all of our problems.
I hope so. Don't expect me to keep backing you without one.
Marco, the fuck are you doing here?
And you, Roy? What the fuck are you doing here? That's it, huh? I was right. You went back to your masters. But you won't stop me from finishing my fight.
You didn't get enough when your HQ was attacked? You're insane, Marco. This place is teeming with technomancers. What do you think you can do?
Kill that bastard Dowser. He betrayed us all. Even if I have to die to kill him, I'll have helped Aurora.
I can't let you do that. Sorry, Marco.
Any news? Did you infiltrate the Technomancers?
I found documents and overheard a conversation with your, friend. Seems that they're building a shadow line and the site is being used for experiments. Your friend sure was intrigued by it. Sounded like it was a question of life or death.
Experiments? What does that mean? You didn't find out anything else?
There was also a small group of resistance fighters there. I had to kill their leader. He didn't give me a choice. He wanted to kill the Dowser.
Kill Wisdom? You have to admit that, but you did well. As long as we don't know exactly what... And they stopped you from finding a...
The only thing I found out was where the shadow line they were talking about.
All right. Go there and find out what the Technoman...
I'm going.
Hey! Hey, please! Please, get us out of here. They're doing terrible things. They use us for tests, expose us to the sun, help us. We haven't done anything to deserve any of this. I was just in the middle...
Calm down. I'll get you out, all of you, but I can't break the door.
A technomancer, of course. Their leader here, I think.
How horrible. When the General finds out what's happening here, he'll be furious.
I got nothing in common with them, and I don't understand it any better than you. Some of the technomancers are just sorcerer's apprentices. How'd you end up here?
It was just after the demonstration. I thought things were okay. I didn't have any trouble when the leaders of militia were arrested. Then one morning, Source Security showed up at my place. They arrested my wife and me, and...
What'd they do to you, exactly?
I was lucky, in a way. They only put me out in the sun a few times so far. I thought I was gonna die, and I'm covered with... They feed us strange things. Disgusting. Some people had mutant parts transplanted onto them. Most of those people died. They also, please, get us out of...
I don't really understand the point of all that. Looks like they were...
Any idea what's...
How could I possibly know what those madmen...
You may have heard...
Nothing. Just the screams of my friends.
I'll be back. Look at that. Their drilling worms are probably tied up.
What are you doing here? You have any idea how important the research you're interfering with is?
Research based on the horrible experiments carried out on Aurora's citizens.
I recognize you now. You were at the source when I was a child. Still so sure you're on the right side, huh? That you're always right? Still so full of yourself over your abilities, I guess. But I'll teach you. I'll show you your place.
just us now.
Roy, please, don't kill him.
Why should I spare this son of a bitch? You see what he did here? What he's up to? You think the General would let him live?
I don't care about the General and what he'd do. He's my brother, Roy. He's all I've got left. I stayed with the General so I could keep an eye on him from a distance. Please.
Just because he's important to you, I won't kill him. But he better explain all the awful things going on around here, and never come back to the source again.
Yes. He'll tell everything, then go. Thank you, Roy. I won't forget this.
My sister. I didn't even know I had one, and here she comes.
Generosity, shut up. I am saving your life, so show a bit of gratitude.
If that's what you want, we're carrying out experiments for wisdom. He wanted us to find a way to stop a mutation. That's all I know. I guess the only thing left for me now...
Do you have the key?
Here, I finally have the key.
Thanks.
Well, what is the Shadowline site hiding?
If you'd have seen it with your own eyes, your stomach would have turned. The Technomancers are using... They're putting them through all kinds of torture. Anything that might have the slightest chance of... I put an end to it by freeing the prisoners, and I fought the Technomancer who was in charge of it all. The boss spilled his guts. They did everything on Wisdom's behalf.
Odd, really. I can't see why. Whatever the situation, he's not giving me a choice. If you're ready, we can go right away. But I suggest you settle any business.
All right. I'd like Mary.
She's a little deranged, isn't she?
We're finally leaving Green Hope, after shedding light on what the Technomancers were preparing. Excavations, of course, but especially inhuman experiments demanded by the Dowser. Experiments we put a stop to. It seems he has a very personal interest in the research, but we'll only learn the last word in the story when we face him. Here, we're far from the hustle and bustle of the city, and it's almost relaxing, until I think of the fight that lies ahead. Mary is with me. Another Technomancer will be more than welcome in this march on the Source. Because I'm suspicious of Honor now that he's only one step from power. As a precaution, I'll be leaving this diary with Charity. You have to watch your back in the world of politics.
There! Kill him! Well, this is the Heartless Source. But you've already been here, haven't you?
When I was a kid, I was confined to the Technomancer's buildings. I wasn't allowed on the Dowser's floors.
I see. Well, I have to warn you but we have to confront Wisdom with his madness. That's the only way to describe what he's done now. And we have to save Aurora.
I'm not scared of the Source Code.
You know why I'm here, but
What Wisdom and his Technomancers did makes me as sick as you.
have to do is enter this office, and it's done.
Done? No, but we'll be one step closer. I'd rather you stay here. I need to do this with honor, just the two of us.
Do you think we're still in danger? Is that why? I can defend myself, you know that. And that man? I'm not convinced we can trust him.
Thanks. I mean it, but what happens next is going to determine the fate of the guild. I need to do this alone. Just wait here and...
Honor. And a technomancer. You said you hated them. Not that it really matters. I suppose I was sure you'd end up finding out and coming here full of righteous anger. You betrayed Aurora, its people, and its ideals. You betrayed us all, and you even betrayed yourself. The people were everything for you, but you let the technomancers do the unspeakable. Why? To be cured? You're not just afflicted, Wisdom. You gave in to madness solely to save your life and your power. Because you and your honor are beyond its call? The truth, my friend, is that you are like all the others. The only thing you see is the mutation, and it disgusts you. And yet, am I not a hero? Have you forgotten our battles and our victories? Did you know that when I returned from Green Hope, I discovered I had patches of diseased flesh? What was I to do? At the time, I thought only of the Guild. Without my ability to unite the Technomancers and the militia... You risked letting Aurora fall to pieces to save yourself. You ruined everything. Yes, you disgust me. But not for the reasons you think. Roy. I'm sorry. I didn't think he would dare admit to why he did what he did. I don't have a choice now, if I want to keep this a secret.
Before you go and do something stupid, I suggest you think twice. I've been keeping a diary, a habit I picked up from a young man who sees more clearly than people think. I gave the diary to people who won't hesitate for a second to make it public if anything happens to me or my friends. It'd be a shame if some of your secrets came to light. That won't happen if you let us go. It's true that a mutant dowser was too big a risk for the Guild. Abundance or someone else would have used it against us. The people would have fled. I think you want power, but I hope you'll be able to protect Aurora from its enemies and show its people more respect than your predecessor did.
Go, Roy. Go quickly. Go far and never come back. I'll respect our agreement. Goodbye.
And there you have it. In the name of my guild, I've committed sabotage, spied, even killed. For the sake of a man obsessed with his vision of glory, of honor, and power. We managed to stop the Technomancers. They're now gathered in the Source, watched closely, made into a living weapon. I imagine our beloved General would have liked to shut me in there too, but through our agreement I have remained free, and I intend to stay that way. He would have liked to lock Mary up in there too, but she asked me to help, and I arranged for her to stay free. She may be a bit crazy, but she definitely didn't deserve to end up as a suicide bomber. Tenacity saw the threats as well. The General seemed to be suspicious of everyone who was too close to me. He's preparing to leave Shadowlair and go back to his life of wandering. I have to say that the General has started a cleansing campaign, and all the criminals and people a bit suspect are systematically arrested. He'll rebuild Aurora according to his vision. Oddly enough, I have the impression that our guild is going to start to resemble Abundance. More aggressive, a police state. That should make Devotion happy. Stubborn and apparently faithful as she is, she continues to serve the General through clenched teeth. Poor girl. He'll definitely need her. One thing's for sure, Abundance is nowhere near ready to give up, and the Resistance, even though they're being hunted, is still growling in the city slums. Aurora should be able to face anything with a man like that leading it. As for me, because I have to leave the capital, I've decided to join Innocence. He'll probably be angry with me at first for betraying his ideals, but I'll give him his diary, and maybe if he reads it, he'll understand why I did what I did. And so ends my part to the War Log of Innocent Smith. I'll leave it up to him to decide if he's written the final chapter.